community, and we are not Hispanic. Hispanic was something brought by the U.S. It didn't exist before the U.S. Know what I'm saying? My people need to rise up. Oh, shoot. Good day, good day, good day. So,
Hold on,
today's
let me take care of the intro here. Let me take care of the intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your first mission called Fight the Storm. This video will show you how to play, of course, the mission that is called Fight the Storm, and how to be a good teammate. So let's load in here.
And as we load in, let's go over one of the most important aspects of the game, reading. To the left, let's read what this mission's about. Fight the storm. Find the target. Ideal storm attack points are marked in the zone. Locate the target. That's a lot of wording. Place the atlas.
Now the target... Mind if I cut in here?
Saute my eggs.
And usually your whole objective is an exclamation point inside of a white circle. That's the target, and that's your objective. Continue, please.
Impossible to miss. Place the atlas. Deploy an atlas device on the target. Search for blue glow, because you need blue glow for most of these missions to activate these things. Fortify and defend. Construct a fort around the atlas device. I couldn't read the rest because the world's most powerful console is too fast for you rookies. Yes, keep in mind that fortify and defend portion. Once again, I'm going to say a lot of this stuff in a sarcastic tone. I'm sorry, it's how it has to be done because I don't see these simple things being done. Welcome to Fortnite. I'm sure you play Battle Royale. You know how this game's one of the most revolutionary parts about it was its building aspect. Save the World has building too. Yeah. Usually, you know, you're in a... Where are you playing from? Are you playing in a room? Do you feel safe in your room? You do? Why? Those four walls, concrete. Hell, you could shatter someone's head on those walls if you wanted to, because they're built strong. Walls! Walls for
Alright, I
everyone.
finally loaded in. Now,
yes.
First, let's look for the atlas.
Indeedy. So,
now, to pull up your mini-map...
Uh-huh.
Let's pull up our mini-map. It is the select button on Xbox. I don't know if you're playing on PlayStation or PC, but pull up your mini-map.
JV
and
Mister,
as you can see, there's
the
gray sludge
like?
all over this map.
How do I know where the atlas is?
Well, let's look for it. We got to run around the map until we find an exclamation point.
I mean, is the atlas...
I think this is a good time. I think that this is a good time to talk about incentives to play this game. This game, I want to give you my opinion on it, because I've had this game the exact same amount of time that this man, your teacher, your main teacher here, I'm just the assistant principal, he's the actual principal.
They probably don't think...
I've had the game for the exact amount of time. I got it 30 minutes after he got it, quite literally 30 minutes after. I will say that this game, it has way more content than Battle Royale. It's been proven. It has way more content than Battle Royale. It keeps you engaged. Oh, we found the atlas.
Whoa,
pull up the mini-map. You see what that
over there
is?
Oh, check out the bottom left, y'all. Shoot, that's a big marker. I couldn't possibly miss it. Let's head over and solve those eggs.
This game, with a lot of games, there are bugs in it. A lot of games have bugs. There's no perfect game.
Remember,
a lot of games malfunction, but
you're in the Uncharted version of Fortnite. You are dealing with the Save the World team. We don't make money out here.
Yes.
And it shows in the development.
All right, now, before we start to build this atlas, as you can see, this is where the atlas is, right? You hold on X to place it, you place the atlas. Now, here's the problem. It's a little cars and walls blocking our way. So what we should do, we should clear this out. Let's clear out all these walls. Now, I don't have a minigun or anything because my character is level 20.
Cornbread, mister, why would I want to clear out the stuff? It helps defend. Look, the husks, they have to break through the stuff. The cars will block them and all that. Why would I want to break that stuff?
Well, you want more visibility, mainly. Like I said earlier, I taught you how to build an atlas using a pyramid. You can't build a pyramid. There's this little corner here. I'd say it's just more practical to remove these walls because, like I said earlier, you have better sight lines instead of having to walk around these two walls and then around this building.
And
So let's
also,
destroy these walls.
you can't take control of the procedurally generated structures. I couldn't edit that wall. Say I just replaced them with normal wooden walls. Look what I can do with these now. Look, see all that husk that just went around it? Oh, there's a trash can. Let's clear out that obstacle. Bang. Now we just opened a safe pathway to shoot this entire hallway right here from safety. We have a barrier. We have not an entry, but an open in this barrier. We're safe from the enemies. They ain't safe from me, and I could gratata them. I couldn't do that with that previous brick wall. Yes, indeedy. Remember,
Well, I lied, actually.
The
I do have
battle
miniguns.
is
But
building.
I want to put myself in your guys' shoes. You're most likely using non-upgraded characters. But to conserve time, I'm going to clear out this building with my minigun.
whoa, terrorist attack. Shoot. Oh, God, dude, I can hear the laughing. Why can I still hear the laughing? I have my audio off. What's on? Oh, wait, voice? What? Are the snowballs considered voice chats? Sorry, y'all. To keep with the live action gameplay theme of all these, I have to mute my audio because if I keep it on, excuse me, it'll overpower my voice. In other words, I shouldn't be hearing that creepy giggling. Hey, oh shoot, I think this one's really minor but important. JV, how should I get out of here? What should I build to get out of here?
Now, some people build staircases. Don't build a staircase. What you do is you build a pyramid because husks can't walk up it. And when you get to the top of the pyramid, you jump.
Absolutely. Whenever you need to get up a tile, say I
Or-
want to get to this roof right here, do not make a staircase because the husks can follow you up there. Should we say husks or zombies? Everyone just calls them zombies, and husks is
Husks.
nasty.
We say husk because that's what it's called.
That's right!
Use the proper terminology.
The
And
husks
another
have
thing,
feelings,
if
too.
you can, actually, everyone has a schematic. You can just put a jump pad.
Yes.
Now, to get to the jump pad, you go to your schematic and you go all the way down on your traps.
I will
They
show
put it
you.
way down there because it doesn't have a level to it.
Ignore all those beautiful 130 traps. And it's right here. Incredibly cheap. 2 nuts and bolts, 1 plank. Don't know what those are? We'll get into that in another video. Trust and believe, these video tutorials will cover, hopefully,
Now,
just around every
before we
element
start
in
to
this game.
build, let's scavenge. I need a weapon.
Yes, indeedy. Remember, cooperative tower defense, looter, shooter. In order to make schematics, in order to make traps, in order to make the fort, we need to... Do I dare? Do I dare? Oh god. Alright.
I mean, you're already heartless. So why not
Yep.
just
One
do
sec.
good
I'm
now?
just gonna mute myself to practice. We need to stock up. Alrighty. As our beautiful Latina queen would say it. I get more and more sick by the day, man.
Oh, look at that. I found a chest. This should give me a weapon.
Quick
And a
note-
weapon it did give me. I got a semi-auto handgun and a gas trap.
Shoot, you got an entire trap. Wow, mad tingdom. Quick
And it's
note,
blue, too. It's not gray or green.
quick note on the looting of this game. As a new player, do not worry yourself about what is best. What's the best hero? What's the best loadout? Because, newsflash, even as endgame people, there really is no definitive best thing. That's another part of the beauty of this game. The synergies and how everything can come together if you make it so. Not only is building part of making defense and stuff, but also building upon loadouts and building up a synergy, building up a support team. Stuff that we will also get into. Trust and believe this game has plenty of elements that we will explore, we will blossom in, and we will learn. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have to mention again, did any of your shopkeepers or trading friends teach you any of the elements of this game? I mean, is all of this stuff new news to you? Because if it is, I'll say it again, man. It tells you the kind of people those guys are. So, real quick, to touch back on the whole topic of incentives to play this game, trust and believe, there is no wrong reason to play this game. Except for one, trading. That's not playing this game. Yes, you can trade to get through this game, but that's not the gameplay. This game does not have a trading system. Warframe has a trading system. Epic doesn't condone trading. When you report someone that scammed you, Epic doesn't look at it because they tell you. I think somewhere in the policies or like the help section of this game, Epic explicitly says engage in this behavior at your own risk, because they don't support it. Now, back on the topic of reasons to play. There are even endgame people a higher level than me or my co-agent here that straight up only play this game and only have played this game for that sweet Vinderman Incorporated Technology Corporation currency, V-Bucks. Who doesn't want the next hottest emote? Who doesn't want to get the scenario when it comes out in the item shop come Chapter 3? We all do. And believe it or not, as people who generally don't play Battle Royale, we spend all of our V-Bucks over there. Cosmetics. Who doesn't want cosmetics? We'll go over the item shop and llamas and stuff in a separate video. But in my opinion, and I think it's safe to assume my co-agent's opinion, the llamas in this game are scam.com. I never had any thought process of even thinking about spending Vinderman Incorporated Technology Corporation currency on that. Because, those things don't really help me throughout the game. So trust and believe, there's no wrong reason to play this game. What matters, and I said this in an older episode, is are you working to the best of your ability? Are you contributing? Are you helping the mission? Because that's what matters. I don't care why a person's playing. What I care is, are they helping me get this stuff done? Because that's what we need to do. Build strong. Back on track. So I think real quick, I should gloss over who I am playing as. This large, hunky, lubricated man, because he's very shiny. My man here is called Guardian Nox. He is a constructor class of the 4 classes in this game. The Soldiering Soldier, the Ninjing Ninja, the Outlanding Outlander, and the Constructing Constructor. He is a constructor. Now, as it's implied by the name, the constructor is the lads who can make those forts strong, make those fort walls impenetrable. Every class in this game has a plethora of characters in the class that have unique perks that differentiate them all. All classes though have built-in perks. So let's look over them real quick. If we go up on our D-pad and go to loadout, we can look at the perks. Let's focus on the bottom 2, because these are the ones that every single constructor in this game has, from Base Kyle to the Ice King. Every constructor has these 2 things. Kinetic Overload. Let's read. Melee knockbacks and staggers trigger Kinetic Overload, dealing 25 base energy damage to nearby enemies. After melee critical hits, increases melee impact damage by 10% for 5 seconds up to 5 stacks. So let's summarize what that is. Melee knockbacks and staggers. There are melee weapons in this game, as I'm sure you understand. Not this pickaxe, not this scythe. Actual melee weapons like hammers and stuff, hardware and all that. Constructors are best at using those. Clubs, baseball bats, hammers, wrenches, crowbars, blunt objects, because those have good impact. Every time you stagger something using the impact stat, this ability will trigger. And it looks like after you get on a roll with it, stacks up that damage. So constructors are blunt weapon specialists of sorts. Let's go on to the bottom piece. Base. Oh, how we love base. I think I should make a song about base. How we love Survivalist Jonesy, and how we love base. I would not be playing this game without base. Base, 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 can't get enough base. Now let's explain it. Base. Place base to reinforce attached structures with 60 armor. Extends 4 segments from placement, placed from the trap wheel. The trap wheel. You know in BR, your spike trap, your poison gas trap, your bouncer. Trap wheel. Press X. Go over your traps, and there's base right there. Now, base currently... I need water. It has a bit of a buggy process of taking it out. There are 3 kinds of traps in this game. You have our walls, our ceilings, and our floors. Base is a floor tile. You usually have to bring up the wheel twice, and then you place base on a floor tile. So, 60 armor, you say. What is that? Let's put it real quick. There's beautiful base, covering our entire atlas. So, 60 armor basically equates, in terms of the math in this game, I don't know it exactly, but I believe it's around 37% damage reduction by itself. So, just simply doing that, mind you, base takes nothing at all. All base costs you is 10 of a certain mat if you don't have a floor tile already placed there. So it takes no time at all. There is no reason as a constructor that you do not put base. Cheap, simple, amazingly effective, extends 4 segments out. So let's look at that. Okay, so we place base in the center. Let's see this. Okay, it affects this floor tile. You can see the indication by the blue highlight. If you pickaxe it, it takes less damage. And the things in the corner. All right, so that's 2 tiles out. Let's see. Ooh, 3 tiles out. Will it touch this one? Voice cracked. Oh my goodness, wow. Reading the description, extends 4 segments from placement. Absolutely beautiful. Our base would touch everything here with love so long as we connect it. Remember to connect these things, so if you want to get those floor tiles applied down there, put something that connects them, such as a wall. Attach them and bam, everything gets the glory of base. Also, quick note on the inauguration and the building process in Fortnite Save the World. We can't just like build to destroy existing terrain. We have to manually destroy this stuff. So yes, the glorious base.
I think we're just about ready to start. I did some scavenging of my own. I got 3 weapons. I got a pistol, an SMG, and a burst assault rifle.
Beautiful.
And I also got a ceiling trap here, a gas trap, that's level 15, and some spikes out of some boxes. So I think we have our trap set up. We have blue glow? Yes, you do.
Hey, why'd you put all the stuff here? What about this side of the Atlas? Or like behind it? Why don't we have anything here?
Well, we don't really need to worry about this. I mean, this is gated off. They can't even walk up here unless they came from this side, which theoretically will be manning this side anyway.
Now, my co-agent has just greatly disappointed me because he did not bring up what I was hoping he was going to bring up. It's part of the live-action structure of these videos. Check out the minimap, y'all. Top right. You see that white, I don't know what you call that, border indicator? It's telling us where the enemies are coming from. The biggest gameplay in this game is going to be coming from defense-type missions like this. The game straight up will tell you before a mission starts, here are where the enemies are coming from. You see those swirly things, those on-ground those mini tornadoes? That's telling you, check out the map. That purple mist is telling you where the enemy husks are going to be coming from. Pay careful attention to this stuff. Do not get it confused, though, with patrols. You see that one way back there on the bottom left? I'm running towards it. Let's see if we can't get a... Oh, it just disappeared. But if you rewind in the video, there was a purple mist thing here. That's a patrol. A patrol is basically a wandering... What would I call it? A caravan is like a group with the intent to sell, right? So I can't use caravan. It's basically a bunch of wandering enemies, a bunch of wandering husks. A convoy, yes, thank you. Mad Max terminology right there. No, it's not. Yeah, a convoy of husks that just kind of wander and are there to annoy you. Don't worry about them. What you look for is the white indicator on your minimap and where the big spread of these things are, because that's where the enemies are coming from. Do you think we're ready to start?
Yes, I say we are. Do you think we should increase difficulty to have a nice little added challenge?
Maybe a little bit. Yes, indeed. Part of something
here, I'll grab some more blue glow.
Oh, no. You don't have to grab that much, because this video is already 18 minutes. Remember attention spans. Yeah, crazy. Talk a lot, man. Both of us. Increasing difficulty is something you could do to make Stoned a bit more engaging. What increasing difficulty does is essentially it increases the amount of enemies that spawn and increases the level of them to make it a bit harder. What's the incentive to do that? A bit more gold. We'll go over the currencies and stuff in a later video, but essentially in high-level gameplay, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth the investment unless you want the added challenge to make something more engaging. Let's cover our base, because base is vulnerable. It has its own health bar, as you can see, 500. Don't worry, though. If base gets destroyed, you can immediately replace another with no cost. Alright, we are now in the defense portion. As you can see, the enemy husks are coming from where they were indicated. Thank you, video game. That we all love very much. Let's see. Is there anything that we could really go over while doing this defense? Oh, I think I know one. The entire idea of the pyramid structure. We went over this in a previous video, but it wasn't the main topic of discussion. So that method of building for the Atlas is considered, we are endgame players, this is the most effective way to build an Atlas. A simple pyramid. 3 across on each side, edit the corners of the pyramids to cover the entire thing. Reasons for this. Over building, you know, a Trump wall, for example. I probably shouldn't say Trump wall. A big border wall. A pyramid,
You really are just...
Look, man, I'm not PC.
Let me explain it then.
Yes.
The reason why us endgame players and candy players do it too is, one, as he just said, is more effective, more visibility, so you have better sight lines. If we just built a large, long wall, as I did in the introductory video, one, you have to walk all the way around that in case the husk was hitting it. And two, is more than one husk most likely hitting that wall, and they'll be hitting you from all sides. A pyramid, you can traverse it very easily, and it looks cool too. A nice little pyramid. This is not Egypt, though.
Nice and compact and efficient. You can take cover behind one corner of the pyramid, shoot enemies from a safe distance. Mind you, a lot more enemies in this game than just these melee dudes. Remember, the game doesn't start in Stonewood. Trust and believe, this is not the Fortnite experience. Stick through it, and then the game will actually get crazy. But yes, this pyramid allows you to take cover, maneuver easily, where with a wall, you have to worry about where the enemies are coming from, as you can't see them most of the time. If the enemies are hitting from one corner, you have to walk all the way around, whereas with a pyramid, you could walk right on over to the other side while staying on top of your defense. And one thing about the AI on this game, as to why the pyramid is effective, the AI will try to climb all the way to the top center of the pyramid, where my base is, and they will try to bash through there for the most part. So it also makes them take a long path to do it. A lot of the stuff you learn in this game has to do with husk pathing. But as said, we're going to do these videos one at a time. Ooh, let's not get into husk pathing right now. Also, take notes on the gameplay. Real quick, Cornbread JV. Take notes on what you're seeing. Have you seen what I've done here? I've put a trap called the wall launcher. And what it's doing is it's pushing some husks into that pit. And they're outside of the fight. Now, the husks have incredibly smart revolutionary AI, and they will despawn to respawn up, but you're taking some of that stuff out of the fight. They can't get out of there, and that's one less enemy you have to worry about for a while. Please, continue on your rap.
Like you said earlier, take notes, because at some point later on in the game, you'll be defending 4, yes, you heard me right, 4 atlases at once. So it's good to make these pyramids as well, because if you were to just build it, a huge box around it, imagine you're defending 4 of those. And most likely, even though it'll be 4 people, it'll be a team-based game, so it's most likely 4 people helping, or 3 other people helping you. But it's just easier for all involved.
Hey, G, can I have one of those?
And because it's a compact does not mean it's not effective either.
Hey, G, can I have one of those weapons you have? My AR seems to have broken.
My weapon's about to break too. Here, I'll give you this.
Wow, you didn't have to box me up or anything? That's a lot of faith you have in me. Why, thank you.
Alright, my weapon just broke. I need to find another one.
Lovely. Did y'all see that? Didn't have to make a box, had trust in each other, and I'm using the weapon to help contribute to the mission. Not to stay in my Stonewood storm shield and not move and get bored and fall asleep. Trading bad, playing game good. Did you have anything else to input? I'm sorry.
No, not at the moment. Actually, yes, I did. Hold on. It's important. Even the minor things. He said it before. But even the minor things, just look at everything that we're doing. Sometimes we may misexplain a few things. Not misexplain. We may miss a few things because it's just second nature to us to do certain things. So just really keep your eyes peeled.
And on the spot. Raw, unedited.
Alright, I can't find a weapon. I might
Explicit
use my pickaxe.
footage. Absolutely. Pay attention to this gameplay alongside this lovely, riveting commentary. And please, if you are genuinely invested into this and would like to learn, put stuff in the comments. Suggestions. Is there something that you want to be highlighted in the next video? You know my gamer tag. You could probably contact me. Absolutely. Although the reason why I'm making these videos is so I don't use up so much of my time on individual people and instead really get this thing moving. Oh shoot, it's a boss. Let's deal with this boss using our gadget. Air strike. Meteor strike. Oh shoot.
Alright.
Whoa, why isn't this boss dying? Crap. Oh, I see. He's barely taking damage. I'm just jiving your eggs. So, y'all, check in the top left. This is important. This is an epic mini-boss. Bosses in this game have modifiers. And this dude, surprise, surprise, has two. Tank and trap vulnerable. I'll go over it. This is perfect, man. So, bosses have different modifiers. You'll see the modifiers when you engage with the boss, when you start doing damage to it. Keep that in mind, because here's the thing. Trap vulnerable means he is only vulnerable to traps. He takes 90% reduced damage to any form of attack other than traps, and traps will near instantly kill this man. Let's watch. I'm simply going to put some floor spikes. Oh my god, that damage. Look at that damage. Holy heck. Those floor spikes wrecked it.
I couldn't find a weapon. I'll use my pickaxe.
Did you see how many shots he was taking? I was only doing 2 damage and 4 on a crit. And I think those traps did 3,000 damage. That's mad ting. And look at all that sweet, sweet loot. Now, y'all, do not kill yourselves over boss loot. Please, when you kill a boss, keep aware of your surroundings. This game requires tactics and thinking. Don't just mindlessly rush over to boss loot. It's not worth losing the mission. Because if you lose the mission, guess what you don't get to keep? Womp womp. The boss loot and anything else you got in the mission. Yes. Alright, we are approaching the conclusion of this one. Quite a lengthy one, but this is the meat and potatoes of this game. Actually getting into the nitty-gritty of how the missions actually are in this stuff. Fight the storm. I think this is the first mission they force y'all to do after you're done helping Ramirez. Yeah, in that soccer field in Pleasant Park, right? So, now you know. Hold on, I gotta burp. Obesity rates are skyrocketing in America. Do not contribute to them. Be sure to be on your keto diet and eat your collard greens. Yes, fight the storm. One of our favorite mission types. Simple, basic defense, solid stuff, good experience. Be sure to take notes from this stuff, leave suggestions, share this with other people that are in a similar situation to you. That's all of my racism. Do you have any closing quill notes? Cornbread?
No.
Absolutely. You know the drill. Let's crack that egg.
Boy.
Y'all already know what it is. Less trading, less begging, more playing, and more learning. Coleslaw mixed with rice and ribs.